Although born and raised here in Calgary, I'm a proud member of the Mi'kmaq First Nations, which is located in Conne River, Newfoundland. Over the last 7 years, I have spent my time at the University of Alberta, where I obtained a degree in kinesiology and continued to pursue a master's in the same field. Education has played a significant role in my journey about learning what it means to be Indigenous and how it is essential to explore ways of decolonizing our ways of thinking. Throughout my degree, I began to learn more and more about the dark truths and pasts of colonization here in Canada. It has taught me more about why I was not raised knowing my culture, language, and people. During this time, my thoughts about education, especially westernized education in an institution as distinguished as the U of A, started being challenged. I became more and more aware of the inequalities that Indigenous people who have faced in not only education, but many other systems embedded in many other sectors within our Canadian system. Indigenous truths and perspectives were rarely discussed in my courses throughout my degree, leaving me with little understanding of how even something like sports, which I'm incredibly passionate about, played such a prominent role in assimilation. Our people have been subject to state violence through policies that aim to detain, remove, assimilate, and erase Indigenous peoples for centuries. Although dark, these are some of the harsh realities of the first experiences within education systems, health systems, judicial systems for Indigenous youth and families here in Canada. When we utilize education as a tool in moving forward, we must find ways to support our youth growing up in Canada. Whether newcomers or not, we must teach our youth through informed educators to learn about the past, not to dwell in it, but to create better outcomes for our future generations as a way to avoid making the similar mistakes. It is up to our systems and our educators to unlearn what they were taught by westernized ideologies, ridding them of stereotypes in an effort to relearn how to become informed allies for Indigenous people. It is essential not to dismiss the harsh realities of the past, as knowledge plays a vital role in dismantling systemic discrimination. Although the truths of Canada's past may be hard to teach, youth must have an understanding of how these systems have treated our original occupants as a way to find new ways to repair our society and work collectively. The greater community of Indigenous people and allies must work together to create more opportunities for cross-cultural learning. When different sectors work together to create brave, ethical spaces that cultivate learning and safe spaces to ask questions, we create a community that becomes less afraid of offending and more open to learning about one another.